What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the combat test snapshots. So this is basically Jeb trying to make 1.8 people, 1.16 people happy about like combat and stuff. I personally prefer 1.8, as you can see, because I'm playing a 1.8. I don't know, I think it just makes more sense. But we're going to be talking about what these are and my opinions on them, I guess. I don't know. My overall opinions, it's good. I like the changes. Yeah, let's get right into it. So, first thing, basically how this new system's going to work. I mean, okay, so all these changes, they're open to criticism, I guess. Like, the point of this is so that you can, like, the developers can make changes and then you can see how people like them. Okay, so basically how this new thing is going to work. So basically, you can hold down to attack, and the attacking is faster. So take, for example, for an axe. So now they changed it so that you can attack twice in a second with an axe, and you can only attack twice in a second. So like if you spam click, it's only going to attack twice, and it's going to do the full damage that the axe can do. But if you hold down click, like, first of all, the advantage is you don't break your hand by clicking at the speed of sound. But if you hold down, there's a penalty of 1 tick. So for a tick, that's just a 20th of a second. So an axe, it takes 10 ticks to attack, and it would take 11 ticks if you hold it down. So there's a whole chart of like the stats of the weapons and stuff. I'll put that up on screen. But it's pretty interesting. You can attack twice in a second with an axe. And it was 0.8, so it would take 1.6 seconds to attack once. Yeah. And the Netherright axe does 8 damage, was 10, so that's 4 hearts, was 5. Sword now is 3 CPS, was 1.6, so you could attack 1.6 times in a second. The Netherright Sword now does 7 damage, and the Netherright Sword did 8 damage, so it's, does less damage, but also you can attack faster, so that's that. And it has the same reach. This is the stats of the things you care about. There are also stats for like pickaxes, shovels, hoes, that kind of stuff. I mean, if you really want to use a hoe, if you want to use specifically like a stone hoe in battle, you can look up the stats of it. Okay, so they also made changes to shields and like stuff like that. So axes disable shields for 1.6 seconds now. It was for 5 seconds, so that's like a ton less. There's also a cleaving enchantment, which you can only put on an axe. It's like sharpness for axe. It makes axes do more damage, but also disable the shields for longer. So I don't know, pretty cool. So the specifics, it can disable the shield so with cleaving 3, it disables the shields for 3 whole seconds, which is still 2 seconds less, and it does 4 extra damage, so 2 hearts. How'd that work? It didn't. Haha. So they made some changes to how like shields work. So shields now block 5 hearts of damage. So if you have an attack that does, or not 5 hearts, 5 damage. If you have an attack that does 5 damage, then the shield will it'll do no damage to you if you have your shield up. If you have something that does 6 damage, it'll just do half a heart. So I think this is a huge improvement over what it was. Like, shields just block all damage. I don't know, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So that change definitely good. But also, shields now, you can now bring up a shield instantly. So before it took like a 1/5 of a second. It took it took a 1/4 of a second. It took 5 ticks. Now it takes it instantly. So if you're chasing somebody, they just turn around and like draw back their bow and they're gonna hit you. You can just pull up your shield before they even turn around, and then you're invincible to all. And then if it does less than whatever 5 damage, then you're just invincible. I mean, if somebody had told me that, I would have been like that they were gonna add that to the game. I'd be like, oh sure, oh no. I would be like, oh sure, yeah, that makes sense. So I opened up a server with my friends, and we played around with it, and I discovered something very strange. So block hitting, you know, you like right click and left click at the same time. It is so OP. It'd be even more OP in 1.8. So in 1.8, it just blocks half damage. In the snapshots, if you have your shield and you just spam both, you literally take 0 damage if you can click fast enough. I mean, I can't click that fast. I can't block it that well, so it, like, I don't know why that happened. I don't know how that would work. It doesn't seem like that'd be how it works, but that's how it works. Like, that is a thing that needs to be fixed. Oh, another thing. Snowballs. So snowballs are now the most OP weapon in Minecraft. So basically you can trap somebody in a combo where they can do nothing. If you just spam snowballs at them, they're now stuck forever. So basically snowballs, you can now shoot them 5 times in a second, and they stack up to 64. So you can just snowball everywhere. And they do knockback now. So that's tad bit crazy. I don't know if that's what they intended to do by adding that, but it is definitely not. It doesn't make sense. So another thing, they nerfed like strength and healing potions, so now they're actually a reasonable thing. So strength doesn't make you just insta win anything. They also changed how like hunger and saturation and stuff work. So say you're down 3 hearts, and you're in a fight and you're down 3 hearts, but you still have all your hunger left. So it'll take, I think it's like 40 ticks now. I think it was 80 ticks for like 1 hunger or 1 health thing to regen. And for you to lose your hunger. After the 40 ticks, it'll just take away 1 from your hunger bar and then add 1 to your health bar. I thought there was a bridge. Makes sense, right? Yeah. And then saturation, how that's they didn't completely remove it. I thought they had completely removed it, but apparently they didn't. It's just like more hunger that doesn't affect your hunger. That's basically all of the changes. I mean, you can look at the chart. This guy is bridging the slowest bridge there is possible. So yeah, overall, I think the changes are good. There could definitely be some edits to these. There are some things that are kind of OP, but overall, I think it's good. Tell me if you like this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye.